In 1980, Mount St. Helens in Washington state erupted. Now I am going to boondock there. When people visit Mount St. Helens, they typically use Washington State Route 504. Last time I went, it was a cloudy day, and we couldn't see the summit. So, I decided to go again, but I found out that the road to Johnston Ridge Observatory is closed until December 2023. Therefore, I decided to explore the backside of the mountain. First, I took US Route 12 from Interstate 5 to Randall and then switched to National Forest Road 23. As I ventured deeper into the forest, suddenly, an unpaved road appeared. It was the route suggested by Google Maps, but the road conditions were poor. You could drive it without a 4x4, but the speed couldn't exceed 30 miles per hour. Most unpaved roads had a speed limit of 20 miles per hour or less. After a mix of paved and unpaved roads, I arrived at Mount Adams. I had a simple lunch with sandwiches while admiring the reflection of the mountain in nearby Tacolac Lake. Continuing my journey, I followed National Forest Road 23, which eventually led to NF 90. Once again, the road alternated between paved and unpaved sections. I made a stop to see the waterfalls of the Lewis River, including Middle Falls and Lower Falls. Continuing the cycle of paved and unpaved roads, when I switched from NF 90 to NF 83, I found Ape Cave just 3 miles away. It's a lava tube cave. They had advised bringing flashlights and warm clothing, and it was indeed dark and quite chilly inside. I have to come back to car for bringing powerful flashlight. It's too dark. So I am so pleased to see people coming from the opposite direction. As the sun began to set, it was time to find a place to sleep. Many people were boondocking along NF 83, and some areas were crowded like campgrounds. I went as far as the Lahar viewpoint. From there, I had a panoramic view of Mount St. Helens. While there were vans parked at the viewpoint, I sought a quieter spot. After driving to the end of the road and then turning back, I discovered a small paved side road. There were no signs, but after driving about 100 meters, I found a space to park my car. There was no internet, but that's where I decided to spend the night. I made a simple bibimbap for dinner, watched a Netflix episode, and when I stepped outside, it was pitch dark. Looking up at the sky, I saw a sky full of stars. I took a few pictures with my phone camera. In the morning, I made ramen for breakfast, had a cup of coffee, and then packed up to leave. The Mount St. Helens I saw in the morning became an unforgettable memory.